Hey, pre-cal. This is a quick video for quiz 47 over 15.2 and 15.3. This is coming up on Wednesday. I wanted to go over a few things with you. First off, I took some time and I watched some of Mr. Collins' videos, and he is going in great detail over exactly what you're going to be doing on the quiz. So watch those homework assignments, understand what they're doing, because that is what you're going to be doing. All right, so what I've done is I picked 15.3, page 307, question 1, and I put that equation up here, and I kind of started with the data over here. And I just want to explain a few things. We're not going to have time to work everything out up here, but I just kind of explain some things so you understand what's going on. This is what your quiz will look like. You'll be given an equation, and you'll be given some data. And first off, you're going to complete the chart out, okay? So you have to do some equation work first. Look at the equation and determine that it's not linear, so we need to make it linear by taking a log or natural log. Now you see the e, so take a natural log in this case. If you see a 10 or no e, take a log. So this is going to be an ln of the area. I'm going to shorten to capital A. Ln of A e to the TD. Now that you have to expand. I think you've been watching the videos, you probably understand that. So this is ln of A, and then you're going to have plus TD ln of E. Now I went kind of fast through that, and Mr. Collins goes through it a little slower and shows you how that works. But then right here, ln of E, that's 1. So ln of A equals ln of A plus TD. Now that puts us into slope-intercept form essentially. Y equals, we'll put our B right here, and then plus mx, all right, so that we can kind of see these are our variables. Now, of course, I hope you understand this, but area is given. There it is over there. Here's my capital A's. A is an unknown variable. It's some other thing. E obviously is a constant. T stands for time in this case. D stands for days. And so here's the days, so that's given as well. And so the T is the other variable. So that kind of helps us to work this out, okay? So right off the bat, you can kind of see there's no log that's necessary for my D value or my T value. Those are easy to find. There is some information here with A that's going to be necessary, and same with Y. So you're going to fill out the rest of your chart, okay? And your chart always has several lines to it. First thing you're going to want to have is list out your X values, which in this case is exactly the same. D and X are the same. So you could have another line of X that's exactly the same numbers, okay? Then you're going to list out your Y variables. Well, my Y variable is all ln of A. So I'm going to need to take a natural log of all of these values for my Y. You need an X squared, which just means you're going to square that column right there. And you're going to need a Y squared, which means you're squaring the ln's of all these. And again, don't put in all those numbers, just write them out. Do them at the very end, okay? And then you're going to need an X times a Y. Okay, so you'll have this number times the natural log of that number. And again, write those out, but don't actually put them, of all these big, huge decimals. And then you'll do the sum of these things. Now, hopefully, I'm not taking a lot of time to do it, but there is calculator functions that Mr. Collins went over, showed you of how to do the sum of these things. You can use those sum functions on your calculators to work that out and get these big numbers. Obviously, you need to save these numbers in the memory of your calculator. So, be able to put in, get a big decimal and then save it and write down what that number is. If you're having trouble with any of those calculator techniques or how to use the sums or how to save the memories, then you need to text me and we need to kind of get on a call and kind of work through your calculator. But I'm pretty sure all of your calculators can do it. It's just a matter of you making sure you've got it. But you're going to have those, right? Because you have to have at the bottom all these sums of your chart. That's the first part of the quiz, okay? So you're going to have all those sums, and I'll be looking for those. You'll send those to me. There's a number of points that are right there. Okay, the next thing you do is you calculate the R value. The formula is on the quiz. It's a big, long one, but it's basically using all the sums that are down there. Okay, so you're going to grab those things. You're going to plug them into the calculator. You'll give me an R value. And in this one, you're going to get an R value here of negative 0.9989. So this one would say, yes, it's very linear. We can continue with the problem. Then you're also going to turn the quiz over. You're going to find the slope. And again, I give you the equation for that. It's written on the quiz. And again, it's more of the numbers in the bottom of the chart. Okay, so more of those sums. So you're going to have to plug those values in, give me an M value, and then you're going to continue on and you're going to give me a B value. All right, so once you have all those values, an M, a B, and an R, there's kind of one final step to the problem, and that is to write the equation. Okay, so you'll have some answers. I'm going to write some of these up here in just a minute, and then I'll show you what that looks like, okay? Okay, let's pick this problem back up. After doing the math, of course, taking all my sums, working out the big formulas that are written on your quiz, the t, or slope part of the formula, this part right here, is going to equal negative 0.3469. And it keeps going. And then I'm going to have my ln of a, which is this part right here, or the b part of the equation, equals 1.378 ... Now, I need actually a. So in this case, this value is not quite my answer. I'm going to need to put a base e right here, and this is the exponent. Put that in the calculator. Basically, that would remove the ln. Putting a base e here, both sides of the equation are going to give me 3.968, okay? Now, I'm going to go back to my original equation because that's where you'll finish it out. And same with your quiz. Okay, so you have area equals, all right, now I put in my a. So we're going to have 2 sig figs. Looking over here, actually it looks more like 3. No, right there, that's a 2 sig fig. So we're going to limit to 2 sig figs here in our problem. We're going to say 4.0, okay? For my a, e obviously is a constant. T is right here, so raising to negative 0.3, all right? That gives me 2, I'm going to double check that. I think we're 3, oh no, we want to go one more, 3.5. And then D is days, that still stays, okay? Or you could put in a given number of days for whatever equation, okay? But what that does is, that's a constant. Obviously, area, the answer that we're looking for is based on the days, so you can kind of write out the fit equation to that, okay? So hopefully that gives you some information, helps you to see a little bit of what you're going to be doing on the quiz. You'll come down to a final answer like that. The quiz is one of these. It's one problem, one chart. You fill out the rest of the chart. You give me the R, you give me the slope, you give me the intercept, and then you write a kind of a final equation. Again, the key is going to be, can you get those sums? So if you're having any trouble with that, you need to send me a message so I can walk you through how the calculator does that. All right, hope the quiz goes well for you. This will be very similar to what we'll do on our test as well on Thursday over these same kind of concepts, all right? Okay, looking forward to hearing how you'll do on this quiz.